How's it going, everyone? Unretired here, and today I wanted to bring you a brand new game that just came out today, and it's called Niche, a genetics survival game. Now, Niche is from a developer called Stray Fawn Studio. They are the ones that develop and publish their own game, which seems to be a more popular choice these days instead of going for those big studios and bumping down your quality and your decision making, let's say. So good on them for that in the first place. Now, as it was in early access, the game has been extremely well received. As I'm speaking at the moment, the game is overwhelmingly positive. So just that can give you an indication of how people really enjoy this game. Now, if you're in the line of gameplay such as Stardew Valley, this will be straight up your alley. So let's take a look at the game together and see what it really entitles. Now, Niche is sold as basically a strategy simulation game with genetics. Now, I won't get into the whole thing of what is genetics, but genetics is what you pass down, right? Mommy and daddy make a baby, male or female, and they pass on the genetics. You get the drift on that point, right? So in this game, you are playing. You're an animal, and you're trying to survive, right? Day by day, collecting food, mating, and trying to push out your genetic material to the next generation. Now, as some of the trailers say, not everything has been very favorable sometimes. It can be based on looks. Some of the genetics that are passed down can be really bad, but let's take a look at that together. So we're just gonna go into a game that I had created not too long ago. I'll just wait for it to load a little bit. So you start off, when you have first started off, you're on an island such as this, right? And the basis of survival is that, okay, you need food. This is your pack, and this is the materials to make a nest. As you can see, this little guy is on the nest. Yeah, so as you can see, they're pretty ugly. But that doesn't matter for now. So first of all, this is the small island. This is not the start island that I was on, but it's a different island after my pack died. Basically, you breed as much as possible, but when you jump to another island, which is enabled by going to one of these stones, which would be here or here from the small island, and if you zoom out, you see it'll go towards somewhere here, right? And the same thing for this one, it'll go there. So you either choose the right side or the left side, and each island will have its own environment per se. The islands kind of look all the same, but some will have different kind of grass that can be harmful to your pets, to the animals. There are different kinds of not only prey, but you can become prey. Like right now, these guys are little pups. It's happened to me on more than one occasion where there is a bird that passed by, and there you go, I'm gone. So when you have a baby, you always got to make sure that you stay with it until it actually grows up a bit more. See how they keep following me? That's pretty cute, right? Just like that. God, they're so ugly. But anyways, so yeah, so this is a number of people in your pack, your tribe, whatever you want to call it, the amount of food, materials for your nest, and here's the visions, right? So this is a regular vision, and this vision enables you to see vegetation, so plants that you need for food, just like that. See, we know it's there, right? So that's quite useful. There is one to see if there's other animals in the area for food, or if a snake or some sort of will come attack you, and until you're back on normal. So you got 1, 2, 3, and that's it. So you got 3 modes of vision. Now, let's check it out. So let's click on this little guy, and as you see, he has different stats for different genetic patterns. Now, this little guy has 3 in speed, 1 in swimming, so he sucks at swimming, so I wouldn't exactly put him in the water to fish or anything. And strength, he has, you know, 1 medium, plus 1 medium body. 4 fertility, so he's a +2 normal, +2 normal. That's pretty good. Eyesight 1, this is hearing, smelling, camouflage, stealth, scentless, cold resistance, and heat resistance. Now these are the genetics of this one, right? So, and this one will be completely different, as you can see when you click from one to the next, right? So this one would be horrible to gather berry bushes. But if I took this one, so I'll just give it an example, right? So I'll do this. I click on it. As you can see, I gain some food. And I get more food. Now if I want for this guy, see? Now, as you saw, I only took click twice. On each of them, there's like these 2 little gems, right? That indicates the number of turns. The older they get, the more they get. So when they're a baby, they have 1. When they're just newborns, 1. Then 2 for these guys once they're about 3 days old, and once they become more of an adult, they have 3. From what I've seen, maximum has been 3. And once you're done, you obviously you click here, but we're just gonna take a look more into the genetics. So you can click here, and it tells you your genetic pattern, right? This is how it was passed down to him or her, right? And you have the choice here, like there's a 50-50 chance of you choosing a genetic code that you want to be passed down to your brood. So I don't know, it could be like fucking red horns, right? Let's just do that. And maybe 3 smelling, who knows? Okay, that will be for him. And this one as well. So let's just, I don't know, let's make it pretty random, right? Like medium body, and let's make it maybe for animals take high damage from blood loss. Well, yeah, we don't exactly want that. So we either have +2 fertility, low fertility. So that's we want some healthy pups, right? So those will be their chances, 50%. So you got basically 1 in 4 chances of getting either one of these 4 once they procreate. Right now they can't procreate whatsoever, so let's just pass a date. And as you can see, 2 food has been taken. Now sometimes little things will happen like this, and it says one of your animals is sick. Some biomes are especially full of infection sources, to lower the chance of becoming sick. Make sure an animal has 2 different immunity genes. So yeah, so it just basically tells me that this one sucks at doing that. So how about let's just move here, and we have other choices here. We can either move again or clear away foliage, small chance to find nest material. So what I find as well is that when you clear the foliage, is that there's less of a chance of animals creeping up on you. That's also a fact that you can change this here as well. So let's just continue doing this, and you can move here if you want, and continue picking some footage. As you can see, now we've done 3 turns. Man, this one really sucks, right? And let's try something here. So I want you to move here. Come here. Okay. As you can see, they can mate. Yes. Let's do 1, 2, and let's make them mate. Ooh. There's the love. You hear the purring, right? So once it's pregnant, obviously, and there's status effects and whatnot, you'll actually see this here: common cold, pregnant, rest at night. So there you go. No baby came out, and now they're both cold. Like, this actually never happened actually before. So anyways, let's build a nest, And we can clear some foliage, I guess. And we just got some food here. So start here again. Perfect. Let's do another turn, and we'll see what we can get for our little guy here. So, we bred another female, and as you can see, it got horns. So the genetic material that was passed down was horns, and it's still butt ugly, unfortunately. So what we can either do is we can destroy the nest to get more nesting materials like that, right? There you go. And we can try to, when you get this, it's try to dig up ground, low chance to succeed because of low digging ability. We can just do that, and we still got some materials. She can still move. I'm gonna leave her there, just because I've got bad experience with that. And you can remove all of these things here. We know it's raining, so whatever. And after a while, obviously this one has a common cold as well. These guys aren't very well equipped, are they? So first, we're not gonna mate again. We're gonna try to get some more food, and we're gonna try to make her. So there's an animal here, as you can see, right? Right there. So we're gonna try to get that, and you can get some meat. And as you can see, at 3 days, it grows up more, so it can start contributing. And it has one gathering, so we can try to gather some bushes here. And let's see here. We can't attack, so we can always go here. And we scare them away. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Let's go back to normal mode here. And what we want to do is we want to try to get more some more nesting materials. See, we need 10 nesting materials, so let's just continue making this guy pick. I'm just giving you guys a general idea of what it is, and our genetics is still the same, right? 50-50. Excellent. This is actually very good. So this is another male, and we still have a female. This one's like way better, so let's do this here. Hey buddy, wanna join my tribe? I'll give you 5 food. Yeah, sure, no problem. Boof. He's part of our tribe now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and do the dance here. And now she's pregnant, but she still needs food. There you go. I mean, she still needed, and what I did forget to do is choose the genetic material to be done, but that's not a really big deal. So let's see if our child will be butt ugly again. Yeah, it's pretty ugly. I guess it takes a bit more time to, yeah, to get something more adequate, to say the least. And after a certain amount of days, once you reach in their 20s, it says how many days they have left. Remaining lifetime is 17 days. So how about we do this? We'll continue picking some food here, and we'll destroy the nest. And I'll just give you an example of when you go to another island. So we'll take Bud Ugly here, and we'll travel to the next island. And all animals on port fields migrate to another island. Animals outside the port leave the tribe and will be gone forever. So when they say port field, they're talking about this here, this area where there's all these little things. So if I want to go, we can leave one. As you can see, one of them died. I don't. How about this? Let's leave that little guy there. So now we're traveling to our new island. And there you go. So don't forget, if I would put all my suggestions on, try to have as more young ones as possible. Try to find new animals to join your tribe. It can happen randomly that a rogue male will come and impregnate your female, which I guess is not too awesome. But sometimes the rogue males have pretty good genetics. It's happened to me where one was like I had amazing stats. I was just like, that's amazing. Unfortunately, it died, but yeah. So that's pretty much it. It's very casual, very relaxing, and as you can see, we're having a much bigger island, so a much bigger choice of what's gonna happen to our guys here. We can fish too, right? See, we got 16. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Very casual game, very enjoyable, very relaxing, and it's fun to play around with the genetics themselves, and you know, you can make some really butt ugly animals right there, right? I'm telling you, it's just like, hey, how about some deformed paws, right? 50% chance, or how about we make it 0 fertile? So now they have 50% chance to be either not fertile or have deformed paws, which is kind of weird, but it is what it is, right? That's what genetics is all about. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you do have any questions, make sure you put them in the comment section. Go visit Stray Fawn Studio on their Steam page and or their website. They're also currently working on another game which is in early access, but won't be available until 2018. I'd go take a look anyways. It's on their Steam page. Just click on their developer or publisher name and you'll be able to see it. I'm Unretired, and I'll see you in the next video.